Welcome to Round 5 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of August 12th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terri Morrow.
Hello.
Mimi Golub.
Hi.
And Stacy Feintuck.
Hi.
Mimi and Stacy are joining us from Living the Second Act, and they've been with us all week as special guest stars while Nicole is away. So today we're taking a break from the talking and complaining and obsessing we do during the rest of the week, and we are shouting out things other people are doing that we think you'll find useful or enjoyable. And we call this our Roundabout Roundup. I'm super curious about what Terri has to say, so I'm going to let her go first.
Well, I've talked a lot about here about things that I have heard about on the Bobby Bones podcast or within the entire enormous Bobby Bones social media universe. And something that I saw recently that was just a little thrown off thing on Instagram or maybe Facebook Live has just turned into an earworm that I walk around singing regularly. And every time it sort of brings a tear to my eye. It is a song, a love song, really, about jorts. As we've discussed here on the podcast before, I think jorts have fallen into some disfavor. That is I believe, negative term for jeans shorts, which I have always worn and never knew were a thing until people started being snarky about jorts. And this song, which Bobby Bones sings with his Raging Idiots co-member Eddie, and also a young man who was on American Idol, I believe. It's a love song from your jorts that are in the bottom of your drawer where you've stopped wearing them because you're too cool, and they just want you to wear them one time more. It's very sweet. It's very sentimental. If you too have a heart for jorts, you will be humming it and mortifying your children, just as I am. So I sing it on behalf of I'm actually wearing a very comfortable baggy pair of jorts right now. They are not in fact cutoffs. They are hand-me-downs from my daughter, or are those hand-me-ups? She's taller than me, so I think they're still hand-me-downs. And you know what? I will never quit you, little jorts. You're so comfortable. So go listen to that, folks, and, go to the back of your drawer. Find those cut-off jeans shorts.
Those jorts
you've neglected, and wear them proudly. Nobody gets to tell us what to wear.
Absolutely.
Oh. All right, Stacy, tell us what you have today.
A couple of things. First, I am reading this book that I absolutely love. It's called Summer of '69 by Elin Hildebrand.
Ooh, I have seen that going by on lists.
Oh my God, I love it. I'm like 3/4 of the way done. It's so good. And Mimi, you would love it because it takes place in Cape Cod. It is so good. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I am obsessed with the 90210 reboot.
Yeah.
That was my absolute favorite show for so long. I feel like they're my friends. And I went to West Beverly. I really did. And they're coming back and I can't wait. Every time I see it, all my friends were sending out the little YouTube things with the song and the interviews and this and that. This show might suck. I have no idea. It really might. But I'm just excited to see them again. So that is what I'm completely obsessed about. My DVR is set and I cannot wait to watch it.
It is super fun to see old friends again.
Exactly.
Even if they all have had a lot of work done.
Exactly.
Still, it's good to see. I want when's the 30-something reboot coming? That's the one I get excited about. Yeah, that was more my speed. I was obsessed. I was a little younger than them, but aspirational.
Yeah, exactly. I was in my 20s, 30-something, and I was hoping to be them one day. Yes.
Right. Remember the days when you actually watched the series, when it came out?
Once a week.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Children?
Something our children will never understand.
No.
They just look at me with wide eyes when I say such things.
Instant gratification. Yeah. We didn't have that.
No. Well, on that topic, I'm the opposite. I'm doing what all the kids are doing today. And this summer I'm binge watching, and I'm obsessed with The Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce.
Oh.
I know it's been out for a while, but it's really wonderful about it's a lot about friendship and a topic that I always find so fascinating. And Stacy and I write about it in different ways a lot in Living the Second Act. But what I love about it too is it's just really it captures sort of this like 40-something age and complications that people have with their relationships. So I've been watching that. That's my guilty like nighttime summer pleasure.
Cool.
And it's funny. You were like, it's summer and I love the sun, and I know that I'm not young anymore, so I am lathering on, stuff, putting hats on. But I found the best sunscreen, and it took me like 20 years to find it.
Oh, tell us.
It's called Elta MD.
Okay.
It is wonderful, and everything's like 40 to 50. I mean, it's pretty high in terms of, but there's been studies that say maybe not more than 30, but I do truly believe because it has blocked my skin from being old and wrinkly.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I highly recommend it, and I think it's one of the best, and it doesn't break you out and all those things. So
I will look for that.
So
because I recently went to the Special Olympics and thought, oh, I have a hat. I don't need sunscreen. And I came home with just hideous sunburns. So clearly that's what I need.
So
we'll have a link to that in our show notes for all you sunburned people who are interested.
Yeah, I need that. Well, I will finish us off with, I have talked here in the Roundup probably months ago about Duolingo, the app that you can use to learn languages, which I use for French, but they have like a dozen or more different options. And I do think it's well done as a language learning tool. And they just started this summer a podcast for French. They have one for Spanish too, but I, of course, have listened to a couple episodes of the French one, and I thought, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make any sense out of this. But I can understand it, and it is half French, half English. So they have like a host / narrator person who speaks English, and then they have somebody speaking French, a native speaker. And they say that it's intermediate level. I don't know. I can follow. And they're just fun little stories. Like the first one was about this young man who is a baker, and he won the prize of having the best baguette in all of Paris. Ooh. And it was just his story, and talked about how, he's an immigrant, and his mom was like, please, you're so smart. You do so well in school. Like, you should be an engineer. And he's like, well, I really like baking. And and he's like, I studied chemistry, and that's how I learned how to make a really good baguette. So anyway, It's just interesting stories, and I was super proud of myself that I could understand the French words. And they're only like 20 minutes, so it's a quick little jolt. So I recommend that. If you're interested in trying to just polish up your French a little bit, or your Spanish, because they do have Spanish.
I'll have to give it a listen and see how many brain cells of high school French I have left. La baguette la plus delicieuse. Oui?
There you go.
Well, that's it for another week of Parenting Roundabout. I should be able to say that in French, but I can't. I shall continue in English. If you missed any of our earlier episodes this week, look them up on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts to hear what we have to say about technology, kids' safety, what we're watching on TV, and the website and experience of our guests this week, Mimi and Stacy from Living the Second Act. You can also find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. Thank you so much, Mimi and Stacy, for joining us this week. It was so fun to talk to you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, their site is livingthesecondact.com, so if you've enjoyed hearing them here, go check them out there. And have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.